Hi everyone, and we're live, and this time is amazing because I'm not alone. So we actually got the whole team here. We have Dennis, and then we
Hello.
have
That's Imran.
Dennis. Let me do some cool effects here. We have Dennis, and then we have Simran, and then we have Elias, and then we have Alejandro, and then well, we have me. That's it. We run with all those fancy effects. We run out of budget. But no, essentially, we have a special episode this time, and it's a recap of the year. It was busy with the webcast. It was very busy with all the activities. We had to adapt like everyone else. And as an organization that deals and dwells into the dark art of tech, we had a bit of the edge, but it's still always a challenge to adapt within the COVID reality. We want to kick off the show with we asked a bunch of people who got involved within Montreal NewTech what is kind of their favorite moment of the year, what was the impact of Montreal NewTech that the organization had and the community had on that year, and what are the winners. Dennis, do you want to have that video?
Yeah, absolutely. So over the course of about the last week, we sent out some feelers to the community, to the team, everyone who's been involved with Montreal NewTech, and we put a compilation together of some of the highlights of what the team felt made an impact on their lives over the course of 2020, and then also to follow up with the wishes for 2021, because it was a tricky year. And there was a lot to kind of be thankful for, but also a lot to kind of be wishful for the upcoming year. And so without further ado, I'm going to show our video. Yes, Elias.
Well, we have Gwen who just joined, Gwen and Foremost.
Yeah.
So I know that you want to be paced very well and everything, but hello, Gwen, you look fantastic. And I love the fact that you're joining us from the streets, from sunny Florida here. I just, Denise, before running the video, maybe like a 30 seconds here, because not necessarily everyone knows. It's okay, Valentin. Valentin, I think the video right now is the perfect representation of this year. Is that we had to be agile, we had to be adaptive, we have to find ways to actually keep bringing value, and even more so with the reality of the COVID. And having a super remote team is that our lovely Valentin now is in a remote area in the north of Quebec. Gwen is in Florida, and like we have a variety of other people across the world. Simran has exams tomorrow from Toronto, etc. And I think it's really important to highlight that we all were trying to do the best we could and adapt to it. And Montreal NewTech, for a variety of people who may not know the full extent, is a distributed team with a lot of volunteers, as well as some people who are at the core, who are able to deliver both the programming as well as what we call the super concierge, and the work that is to help and work with the startups and the entrepreneurs, the techies, the scientists, the PhDs, and everything, to get them to continue and keep that momentum going. So I just wanted to keep those two parts and highlight them and let you run the show, man.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Hello, Gwen. You look great. Oh my God.
Thank you.
So shiny, so smiling.
Yeah, it looks so nice over there. I'm surprised to see you in like scarves and everything, though.
I thought we would do a retreat in Florida. When are we going to do a retreat then?
I'm waiting for you guys. You can't imagine how much I'm waiting for you here. I will make you some crêpes.
We all get vaccinated. And then next, oh, hello.
Yeah, you're back.
Val is back.
And while Valentin figures out his tech issues, why don't we go and play the video?
It was a fantastic intro.
Okay, let's play it.
Let's do it.
I can't wait to see it, because I wasn't aware of it, so I'm really excited to see
Surprise.
it too.
Surprise, Elias.
I love surprises. Thank you very much, Denise, for leading this, by the way. So
You're
very
welcome.
much. Gwen as well. I'm sorry. Gwen, Denise, Simran. Thank you for the.
And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who participated too. It's amazing to see some of the past players and everyone. So let's give the floor to them, and off we go.
Bonjour la communauté, moi c'est Jonathan. J'ai participé à Montréal NewTech cette année 2020 et ça m'a vraiment permis d'améliorer mes compétences et de rencontrer davantage de monde, de développer mon réseau que de m'impliquer dans Montréal NewTech.
Montreal NewTech is one of the organizations that challenges you every day to reach the highest performance and to deal effectively with people coming from different sectors.
It was a great opportunity for me to improve my skills, discover wonderful people that are dedicated to make the best things happen in the Montreal startup ecosystem.
I had the chance to take part in impactful projects alongside a team of hardworking, inspiring, and extremely passionate people who really allowed me to become a stronger team player.
And it's been truly a rewarding experience. Montreal NewTech gave me the chance to meet and chat with so many amazing and passionate people and from a diverse set of communities that I otherwise never would have had a chance to talk to.
Durant mon expérience avec eux, eh bien, ça m'a apporté énormément de connaissances, à découvrir un environnement que je ne connaissais pas, rencontrer des personnes qui œuvrent, qui donnent tout ce qu'ils ont pour œuvrer envers la communauté.
And I was able to be the facilitator of some of the most amazing relationships and watching them unfold. So whether that was a student finding an internship, a founder finding a co-founder, a startup finding funding, or helping enterprises meet to answer a greater call to action was incredible. I don't have words for it. So it was being a part of something that was bigger than yourself, which was huge for me.
It's been amazing to be a part of Montreal NewTech in 2020. Despite the pandemic, we're still creating opportunities for people to stay in touch and communicate through the webcasts, the events we put on, and it's been a real pleasure.
Le COVID, ça a accéléré plusieurs changements, surtout le fait que plusieurs des événements sont passés en ligne, certains événements qui étaient assez chers même, on a commencé à avoir des sections gratuites. Ça me permet d'accéder à ces événements-là quand je ne suis pas à Montréal en déplacement, mais aussi ça rend, je pense, l'entièreté des panels, conférences, contenus, etc. accessibles à plus de personnes.
So we want to inspire you to really make change in the world through these technologies. We are really techno-optimistic. We really believe that tomorrow will be better than today. We just want you to join us.
It wouldn't have been the same if I wouldn't have the team that I have next to me. They have been dedicated, they have been hard workers, they have delivered 100% of what they are in order to achieve. And for that, I am really, really, really grateful.
And the pandemic doesn't stop Montreal NewTech from running. It becomes a source of information and empowerment for companies to overcome the difficulties that we are facing now. And I am so proud to be a part of this team.
2020 was not really easy for all of us, but I hope 2021 will brought you the best. So Happy New Year, bonne année.
Pour l'année 2021, ce que je souhaite à la communauté, c'est davantage de synergie et encore plus d'écoute. Parce que là, on en a vraiment besoin.
I think it's amazing. I really want to believe that 2020 was for us like the acceleration of digitalization.
After hearing so many programs, those startup innovation initiatives, panels and such, I've decided to embark on my own adventure and launch my own startup, greybox.ca. I hope to see more and more social innovation projects through the community, because I think when you mix tech for good purposes, it becomes a very mature ecosystem, and we need that.
And for 2021, I hope that the startup community keeps on persevering, keep on trying, keep on being as resilient and tenacious as I know you are. We're going to get through this, and let's make 2021 our year.
Donc qu'est-ce que je peux souhaiter à tous ces gens-là, à toute cette communauté? Eh bien, que du bonheur, qui continue à briser des portes comme ils le font, à faire vivre tout cet environnement et à faire du mieux qu'ils peuvent constamment.
2021 still has many challenges for us, but I trust that because of the team that I have, we will succeed. So I wish you the best, because the best is yet to come.
My wish for 2021 is that we continue to stay strong as a community. We help each other out. The pandemic is far from over yet, so we have to stay strong, but I know you guys will do great.
I hope everybody in this community stays safe and healthy, and I wish everyone lots of happiness and time spent with your friends and family.
I want to take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So stay tuned and see you next year.
And so at this time of year, on behalf of the whole Montreal NewTech family, I wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And despite COVID, I hope that you get the chance to spend some time with your family and friends. And hopefully 2021 will be better. Bye.
And voila. Elias, you're muted.
You're mute
Can't
or
hear you.
speechless.
A bit of both, but I know that like you're on mute is the sentence of the year 2020. So I wanted to make sure that it was in this little video of get together and like saying thanks to our community as well. I'm a bit speechless. It's really beautiful. It's really nice. I love the gestures, the words. I love to reading and hearing the word family, community so many times. It was touching. I loved it, and love the diversity of profiles and like seeing parts of the team again on screen. It was really, really cool.
It was really nice to receive. Like I'm going through these videos because I got everyone's videos and I was putting it together over the last couple of days. It was really fun to see just the amazing responses and the positivity of all our team members, and just that they got so much value out of this year despite the pandemic, and being so excited for next year too. It was fun to edit, see so much positive energy from our team.
True.
J'espère bien, j'espère bien. Je pense comme un des aspects vraiment, tout le monde ne le sait pas forcément. Puis, mais Montréal NewTech a commencé vraiment comme une communauté, puis elle est encore. D'abord, ça a commencé il y a un peu plus de 10 ans maintenant. Bon, Valentin, quand il entend le mot communauté, il s'en va. Merci Valentin. Mais mais je pense que c'est cette balance-là justement entre le volet communautaire, mais aussi le volet, on va dire, d'amener vraiment des collaborations entre différents joueurs. Yeah, we miss Cici actually. I would love to have, if we could have Cici here on the screen as well. Mais c'est de trouver cette bonne balance-là, justement. Et on l'a vu avec une année assez particulière et assez difficile. De voir que l'esprit communautaire reste quand même. On a eu du feedback à ce niveau-là, puis ça fait vraiment plaisir de voir cet esprit-là vivre au sein des membres de l'équipe aussi. Ça fait vraiment plaisir, sincèrement. Pour moi, en tout cas, ça a été une année difficile, beaucoup de travail, comme beaucoup de gens le savent. Je travaille sur plusieurs choses et tout ce qu'on fait avec, de mon côté avec Desjardins, etc. Donc, voir aussi Montréal NewTech vivre par elle-même et voir les résultats aujourd'hui, ça fait très plaisir, vraiment. Je sais pas, je sais pas, on va le faire en français, on est quand même bilingue, on est au Québec et on est basé au... En fait, un des highlights, c'est qu'on est basé au Québec et pourtant, l'impact de Montréal NewTech ou les relations qui ont été développées ont été quand même pas mal développées à bien des niveaux. Mais pour toi, Gwen, ça a été quoi le highlight ou qu'est-ce qui t'a marqué dans cette année justement? On a vu un petit peu la vidéo là, mais là, rapidement, puis après, je passerai la parole peut-être à Denis.
Alors, moi, ce qui m'a marqué cette année, évidemment, comme tout le monde, je pense que ça a été l'épidémie du coronavirus et la façon dont tout de suite il s'est passé une réaction. Moi, c'est Together vs Virus qui m'a vachement marqué parce que finalement, on s'est réunis pour aider cette initiative de hackathon qui allait essayer de s'unifier pour se battre pour le virus. Et tout de suite, on s'est rendu compte du pouvoir qu'on pouvait avoir à plusieurs à collaborer à travers le monde. Et alors, ça a été une initiative à la base qui s'est basée, je crois, c'était la Suisse qui avait commencé cette initiative et puis il y a le Canada qui s'est lancé. Donc nous, on a fait partie le Montréal NewTech a été une partie de la communauté qui s'est mobilisée pour ça avec d'autres membres à travers le Canada entier. Et voir que finalement, on pouvait s'organiser, ça a déclenché énormément de choses par derrière, ça a digitalisé beaucoup de nos actions. Et c'est ça qui m'a marqué, c'est ce tournant qu'on a pris, prendre conscience qu'on pouvait faire des choses et former une communauté à plusieurs en ligne. Ouais, je pense que c'est ça.
Ben écoute, moi ça me fait plaisir à entendre ça, puis je sais pas si on peut. Écoutez, moi en fait la beauté, je pense, c'est l'adaptation qu'on est tous en train de vivre, c'est un peu ça. Est-ce que vous voyez mon écran?
Yeah, we can see you.
Well, usually I'm not the one doing that. So Valentin now is remote. So I think what Gwen just highlighted, et ce que j'adore entendre, c'est justement cette adaptation. Et Together Virtual Virus a été une belle initiative pan-canadienne qu'on a eu la chance effectivement de collaborer avec plusieurs organisations, Impact Hub, ainsi que d'autres à travers le Canada. Alejandro, Simran, if you remember the names of everyone, like feel free to chip in. But yeah, absolutely. It was a great initiative. More than 500 people participated on about 12 challenges. I know Simran even herself participated as well. It was a great experience. And it showed like the strength of the community coming together to devise solutions on that regard. And we had a few thousand people who, thank you very much, Denis, for still like making this work. Merci pour le highlight, je l'avais oublié. C'est sérieusement, like this is crazy how many things happen. I had forgotten about Together versus Virus, and it was it was one of the first gathering and making people innovate. We had like even at the middle there was like a bunch of nurses, etc., joining as well. We had some call for nurses to join to help to collaborate. It was really the spirit of open innovation and collaboration that I think lived through pressure and through
and one of the key member of the organization actually got the virus just before we started, and he couldn't be on the live of the launch because he was actually sick. And we adapt, and it was all about adaptation and being touched really closely by what was going on. And I really liked the fact that I realized that Simran was part of the team at that time. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, like knowing someone who's like doing his best to save the
Absolutely, and it shows how, like, in the time of stress, we come together. I remember we had like Connect, TEDx Abbotsford, Accelerator, Impact Hub, University of Simon Fraser, a variety of others. Like I don't know them all, and Google among others, etc., who joined to make it work. And people, c'était fou. On a même reçu des commentaires en disant mais laissez les nerds tranquilles. Mais non, elle voulait venir pour aider, ou il voulait venir pour aider. C'était un bon souvenir effectivement. What about you, Denis?
Gonna throw me under the bus. Okay, sounds good.
Simran. What about Simran? We say ladies first. So what about Simran?
So we were talking about Together versus Virus. I think I joined the team in June. So Together versus Virus was like a transition phase for me. I was a participant there, and before that I was seeing Montreal NewTech doing a lot of work with Together versus Virus, led me to that part. I think before that, starting from March, my whole journey in Toronto was very dull, and then starting from there I got motivated, then became part of the team. But few of the highlights that I remember was I joined while we were organizing Creative Collisions, and Creative Collisions was huge, like 1,000 people, so many people at once. And when the event was over, and at the end of the event when all of us got together, there was this emotional moment. And I know Shara was there, Gwen was there, CC, so many people were there, and like it was that emotional moment where I felt like a family, where it felt like everyone was trying to do something big, and then we finally finished. That was one of the emotional highlights that I have. But after that, I think more on the project's end, and it becomes a small family within that project. AI for Good, Out of the Bubble with CC and everyone. Then AI for Good, I just found through Montreal NewTech, I found one more different family through Centraid and TechIt. So these were my highlights, but it's a memorable year. Being in Toronto, I think I wouldn't have been able to have this year if I wasn't part of Montreal NewTech. So I'm thankful for that.
Oh, that's funny that we're jumping from one hackathon to the other. I don't know if you can share the screen on the AI for Good hackathon, but it's super. I'm happy actually to hear that because, earlier this week I shared like a thought. Facebook sends you a reminder of like, hey, what happened like 4 years ago, and 4 years ago it was like the last demo night of the year at Thunder that just raised another, like they raised like, I don't know, like 400 million so far. Or something along those lines, and then another loan of the government recently to create 700 jobs in Montreal. Like, that was the news this week. And 4 years ago, we had like our demo day there before TechNoel, and it was this kind of like great community spirit, bringing the community together, going beyond, like there is the aspect of festive aspect, but also creating links and manufacturing serendipity, as well as for mental health. because we all work very hard, and then you're like, oh my god, like like it's a celebration time, Tech Noel, Demo Day, etc. And few people reached out to us being like, hey, what about the community? Like what's happening in community? Montreal NewTech is doing so many things now around open innovation and your business now, etc. And I'm like, well, that new community player will adapt and we see how the ecosystem is evolving. And the fact that both Gwen and Simran and Denise, you can show back the AI for Good, highlighted 2 hackathons that really put communities together, create those connections that will potentially create new startups in the future. Many of the startups we hear about today were met, for example, at Nutman House 8 years ago or 2011. I still get those reminders. And AI for Good is a real beautiful collaboration between Soundpad, Decade, Montreal NewTech, Simran helped me here. Also, Nabil, amazing at McGill, Dell with Nabila, who's doing amazing work, bringing also partners, etc., as well as Google, who puts a lot of effort to make it happen. Mila, Osmo, and many, many others. And that wouldn't happen without the sense of community, the give-first attitude, and the generosity behind it. So thank you, Simran. And by the way, they highlighted again your crazy-ass work. So great job, Simran. I think from Hugo Laroquelle to Sasha to Diana to Caroline to everyone, you did a fantastic work. Thank you again, Simran, for that. Thanks for that. J'ai l'impression d'être mieux des commentaires sur chaque commentaire que je me fais. À toi, Denis.
For me, this year, it was interesting because it was the first time I really kind of got really heavily involved with Montreal NewTech. Like I've heard the name before in Montreal since I moved there in 2014, but I never really got involved too much. But then Valentin kind of dragged me in. He's like, hey, come out here, help me out with this webcast. We're doing some cool live interviews. You'll get to learn some cool new technology. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I've done shows before, but nothing live. So it was fun to get involved in that. We got to speak with so many amazing and very, very interesting individuals in the Montreal technology innovation community, having tons of different people on the show, seeing just how many initiatives there are out there, how many different organizations that are out there that help other people innovate and create really great things. And it was a lot of fun to be a part of this show, to be able to contribute to that and see all the other stuff that Montreal NewTech is doing, like Creative Collisions and all the work that goes into it from the behind the scenes, because it's easy to kind of join in these events and just enjoy it. But you appreciate it so much more when you kind of sit on the back end and you see how much work really goes into these things, especially during the year when nobody is face to face and it's so much harder to do work remotely and trying to get a hold of everyone and work together in a concise way that makes sense and everybody's on the same page all the time. The amount of tools we must have used throughout that process, the different software, organizational tools. Oh my God. I was getting messages on WhatsApp, Facebook, Slack, email. I think I have about 4 or 5 different email accounts. It's nuts, but it was a good year nevertheless, despite the pandemic.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny. I just realized when you were talking about the Creative Collision that we actually did 2. We did one Connecting Intelligence and one Creative Collision physically before the pandemic hit, and one at District 3 for Connect. I think it was Creative Collision, or was it in Connecting Intelligence?
Creative Collisions, Life Science, and AI.
And the other was like right before the pandemic on March 12th, and we freaked out, bringing like the cleaning supply and like finding like alcohol. Because we wanted to make sure that like we were hearing about the pandemic, I remember like everyone taking cars to bring alcohol and everything. So and I think we ended up doing like Purex or whatever the freak, like that thing that is not very healthy, but kills everything. Anyway,
including people.
Maybe especially as director of programming, I know like you had to kind of like move this idea. Tell us a bit more about the kind of like pipeline of programming that we wanted to build in 2020, the challenge that came with the COVID, as well as the adaptation from physical to actually virtual, and maybe even the good parts that came with that. I apologize, but we have time. For the holidays.
A lot of questions on the same package.
Vas-y, Habib.
Well,
and don't forget to answer, what is the meaning of life? That's the most important thing.
True. Easy question.
42.
And you only have 2 minutes. So Alejandro, I'm gonna put up a timer.
No,
Let's start by the beginning.
We're all
Let's
about
start by the beginning. Once upon a time, there was a little kid. No, just tell me, Elias. Actually, no, talking seriously. 2020 has been like difficult. It's been, but at the same time, as difficult as it has been amazing. It's been challenging. It's been, giving energizing for many of the activities that we did. Of course, we found a lot of challenges to overcome. We were thinking, like, for example, Elias was talking about the creative collisions that took place in Centec just the day before we went on the lockdown because of the pandemic. We had a lot of thoughts on do we continue? Should we cancel? Should we do this? Should we do that? But at the end, I think that everything happens like really nicely. Everything was in safety, and we took the necessary measures and everything. So it was great. And then after that, like, of course, we had already planned not exactly what day and exactly what subjects, but we know that we were to do more connected intelligence, more creative collisions throughout the year because we wanted to work and spread the appetite for new technologies, for new collaborations, and for new innovations with everyone in the ecosystem. And then all of a sudden we were like out of stock. It's like, what are we gonna do? We had all this year. We cannot just cross our hands and do nothing. Let's do something. And that's when it came up the opportunity to organize, like immediately, the idea of connecting intelligence, which is connecting Montreal with ecosystems throughout Canada and also with ecosystems even like internationally. And so we jump on the idea of how others in the world were doing with COVID and how they are overcoming the challenges that we're facing right now. So we connected with Japan, we connected with
Europe,
Germany, with France, and with Vancouver, and with Toronto and Calgary, I think, and other countries in the south. We put everyone together on the table, and then we discussed. It was something new that we were doing because we hadn't done an online event like this before. There were a lot of things that we were learning just as we were progressing, and we were discovering just at the right moment when the program was taking place. And then after, it went great. But then after came out another opportunity, which is creative collisions. Creative collisions went even bigger, and now we were focused on not how you're handling with the problem right now, but what are we gonna do to even go out of it, and what are we gonna do to do better next. And then when we work with everyone in the ecosystem. And one of the things that I want to highlight in all this, beyond the subjects discussed, beyond the technology, beyond that we getting together, despite the fact that there were a lot of challenges and things that were not going the way we planned it, and that we had to tackle it, and that the pressure was on our shoulders at the maximum, like on the back side, on the back stage, like everyone were with a huge smile. Everyone were like ready to tackle an issue. Everyone were ready to give a solution to the problem that was raising, without having to give you a look of like, don't you see that I'm in a problem? No, it was the other way around. And for that, I'm really grateful. I think I've been in those situations where things don't work well with other teams, and it hasn't worked as well as with the team that we have here with Montreal NewTech. And I would say that it's even beyond the team of Montreal NewTech. I would extend that to the whole community of Montreal, like, FinTech Cadence, the people of District 3, Montreal in Vivo, the Digital Supercluster next year. Oh, I mean, I can hold the extended list of the things that we have.
RSNG, we have Hélène here highlighting. Thank you. Thank you so much. So much for the support. And Hélène, for example, she was on one of our websites. She also attends, and the work of CRSNG, and we've seen whether it's CRSNG or j'ai oublié le nom de l'autre. that really truly help develop innovations and help commercialize this research, help create those support groups that a VC will not invest in this kind of research. And it's normal. And the role that they're bringing to really bring to life those kind of innovation is crucial. And I think, Denis, I stuck at kind of like making all this work, but I would love if you could like just share with us, because I'm actually, as we're talking and as Alejandro is talking, I realized like how much was done this year. So there was like also the Black in AI with Black on Tech Montreal for Black History Month that was there. The link is just above. I would love to see some pictures there. There was like Creative Collision, Life Science, as well as the one on AMT. As well as I forgot, we also did the Out of the Bubble. That was tremendous. And Simran, if you could tell us a bit more about why did you, okay, so like we'll get the pictures first. Thank you very much, Denis. And before you work further, I apologize, Denis, for fucking with your time. But I think, you know, we are all here together, and I didn't think that we would do this. I thought we were like talking further on the wishes and stuff, but as Alejandro and Simran were talking, I realized that there was some actions that this team of volunteers, as well as people who are at the core as well, have achieved. And I completely forgot all that. And I'm not even talking about Cooperaton and the role that Montreal NewTech played with Cooperaton, following up and bringing more than 1,500 people, following up with more than 200 teams, and now working with about 40 teams to help them maintain that momentum and make them successful. And without
I'm gonna have to, you know, ban you from the webcast in the future. You asked me to be the producer on the show, and then you asked with my schedule. I don't think I like that very much. But before we do jump into all that, and I will give you guys a little bit of time to jump into this because I know it's important. It's really great stuff. I do want to bring up, because we did have a community question here, and I really love it because it's what we're all about. So Miriam Slitty asked us, I would love to be a part of this vibrant community. So how does she go about being a part of Montreal NewTech? I think it's a really fantastic question. I would love to hear from you, Elias or Alejandro, because you guys have been doing this for a long, long time, and you have a really great perspective on the scope of availability of what people can get involved with us for.
I actually will ask Simran for this question. I would like, this is a good question. I think what Miriam is asking here, and I would love to have Simran answer it, because Simran has been around for a while and been involved more seriously for a little bit, kind of like 1 year-ish. So Simran, how would you answer this question?
Before I answer this question, it's just all this talk. It's like stirred up all the memories, all the things. So it's like I see this year in two halves. One was before I joined Montreal NewTech, and one was after I joined Montreal NewTech. Before that, I was just a student, and after that, I don't remember when the year went over. And like personally, like starting from June till now, there's so much stuff that I learned from every one of you. So Alejandro, Dennis, Gwen, Elias, Valentine's, like so many things that I didn't even know happens like under so much pressure, but under so much a form of a family. Like I really feel thankful right now. In terms of answering the questions, like I can answer it from a student perspective. Being a part of such a community where you get connected to so many people, from startups to researchers to all the other organizations. It's something very valuable to me as a student, but anyone who is there. In terms of how to join this community, you just have to message us and we'll reach out to you. But I can only say like how much it helped me and how much it can help other students and other people too. So just thank you for that.
So thanks Simran. So as Simran just highlighted, to join the community, well, like you see the names of Simran here, Alejandro, etc. If you have something specific in mind, you can, of course, like just ping us. We love proactive people. I think we all create our own jobs and we're all creating the future. And as we always say, the best way to anticipate the future is to create it. So if you want to join this and explore this together, that would be wonderful. We are now in our kind of like strategic planning for next year and thinking what we're going to do as we're adapting with the ecosystem. So now is a great year, a great moment, to ask and to see if you can join the community here. And you can either send a message on Facebook to Montreal NewTech or just to hello at montrealnewtech.com or bonjour at montrealnewtech.com. Now, Denis,
yes.
So let's. I know you wanna kind of wrap and then we play the game. I would like maybe to, as you said, I will just still annoy you a bit because I think it's kind of important. But we will wrap. We'll do it as you want, so that we're kind of finding the balance here. So I think one of the wrapping. Thank you, Miriam. And we speak French, English, Arabic, Spanish,
Russian,
Hindi as well. And so
Punjabi.
Tu peux nous parler dans la langue que tu veux. On est multilingue. Je pense pour rapper, puis ensuite je voudrais quand même revenir un petit peu sur juste la timeline qui s'est passée. Parce que je viens de réaliser que je me rappelle même pas ce qui s'est passé. Mais ça serait quoi les souhaits que vous auriez pour la communauté? Je sais que l'année a été vraiment difficile. L'année a été un très beau défi, comme on l'a vu, beaucoup sont très bien adaptés. J'ai adoré ce qui a été réalisé, notamment pour réussir à connecter bien au-delà de Montréal. Ce que Alejandro a souligné tout à l'heure, à travers le Canada avec les Creative Collision, à travers le monde avec les Connecting Intelligence. On a eu des gens de Chibougamau, Saint-Tite, Abitibi, Shawinigan, Sherbrooke, jusqu'à Toronto, Vancouver, etc. C'était vraiment incroyable. Ça serait quoi votre souhait pour l'année qui s'en vient? What would be your wishes for our community for the next years to come? The next year to come.
I would like to see more open collaboration opportunities. I know that's something we touched on recently in the show too. But more and more of that, I would love to see the community opening up their doors to working together, finding opportunities to make new partnerships, especially actually when it comes to the show actually. So we are looking for partners in the community who are interested in being a part of the show and helping us not only get the word out, but work together on the content, because we know there's a lot of really interesting things happening in Montreal and Canada in general, because we're actually expanding our scope beyond just the city of Montreal and Quebec. So for any of those of you who are watching this show, it would be amazing to actually reach out to us. Let us know the cool, awesome, innovative, technological initiatives, scientific progress, anything that you're really working on that's cool, that's going to make a positive impact on the community. We would love to hear from you. We would love to have you on the show. So come, contact us on hello@montrealnewtech.com or bonjour@montrealnewtech.com, and let us know what you're working on, what you would love to tell us about and share with our audience. That's exactly the reason why we do this show, is because we would love to get those kind of initiatives out there. And that's really what I would personally love to see from 2021, is more engagement from our community, more initiatives that we can talk about and bring to more people's attention. I would love that, nothing more than that.
Wow, love that. What about you? We'll do a reverse one. So what about you, Gwen?
J'aime plusieurs choses. I think that I'd like to see more community reconnection.
Tu peux dire en français, hein. Par ailleurs, on est vraiment bilingue. Je comprends pas pourquoi j'adore ton anglais aussi, là. Je ne dis pas que tu n'as pas un bon anglais, mais sens-toi bien à l'aise de le faire dans la langue, dans les deux belles langues qu'on a au Québec.
Ok, c'est ça. Une reconnaissance et une identification de la communauté, parce que je pense que on a beaucoup de gens qui nous aident et avec qui on collabore, mais qui ne réalisent pas encore qu'ils font partie d'une communauté, et dans le sens où ils nous regardent, voient, mais ils ne réalisent pas qu'on les inclut vraiment partie de notre famille en fait, et qu'on a la possibilité de faire beaucoup de choses ensemble et qu'on est là pour s'entraider et faire en sorte que les choses ne soient pas simplement pratiquées mais qu'elles se définissent ensemble, et donc, j'aimerais qu'on s'identifie davantage et qu'on se reconnaisse les uns les autres. Donc je vois de la rencontre et de la reconnaissance pour 2021.
Écoute, j'adore entendre ça et c'est tout un défi. Écoute, la seule chose que je dirais, c'est un appel à tous et à toutes, bien sûr, pour dire comment le faire et comment y arriver à mieux le faire. Je pense qu'il y a des belles collaborations potentielles, que ce soit avec des organisations qui existent comme Bonjour Startup ou La Main, par exemple, ainsi que d'autres communautés, mais aussi, je pense, un appel un peu dans l'esprit pas de give back ou de pay it forward, mais aussi startups bien établies, de joueurs relativement bien établis, d'essayer de contribuer peut-être par du mentorat ou être sur un board of advisor ou quelque chose comme ça, pour comment recréer cet esprit communautaire. Donc, peut-être avoir un board of advisor à Montréal NewTech autour de la communauté, je pense que ça serait peut-être pas une mauvaise chose. Ou Simran parlait aussi de membership depuis 4 ans maintenant. Donc, at some point, maybe Simran, you have to actually get shit done. You know. Cool. What about you, Simran?
I think Dennis answered that part as well. I would like to see more us growing out of like just Quebec as well, more collaborations within not only in Canada but with other people as well, so people can know what's happening in different countries. And I think this year helped us know that more, that how we can be connected at a broader level, and that's what I would like to see next year as well.
Okay.
Hey, Alejandro, Elias, very quickly, you have 2 minutes for the two of you.
Non, Alejandro n'a pas encore dit son souhait pour l'année.
Mon souhait pour l'année. For what I want to see in 2021, I want to see more ambition in the ecosystem. And by the ecosystem, I don't mean only the startups, I mean also the researchers, I mean also the industries. I don't mean only Montreal, but I mean Quebec and of course Canada. So when I mean ambitions is I want to see like aiming bigger and higher for what we do with what has to do with innovation. And then I also want to see more meaningfulness, like, you know, doing things that are like getting a big impact in the communities, in the society. And of course, I am looking forward to see more closeness. That means, yes, collaborations, but perhaps work even closer to those that want to push towards the same objectives.
Ben, écoute, that's some great wishes. I'll be maybe a more humble one, but I'm aiming for more equilibrium. I think equilibrium between the different players, equilibrium between investing in job creation as well as in actual science and technology and the creation of it. As I know, I think it's Simon who laughs at me when I do that little drawing with the plants and like seeds but like I really believe a bit like what Gwen said. Je pense que le terreau fertile de l'écosystème, le terreau fertile de notre communauté mérite plus d'attention qu'on ne pense. C'est pas juste autour du ROI, mais en même temps, on a besoin, comme tu dis, de plus de on a besoin d'avoir une volonté de marier la volonté d'impact social et aussi des moyens scientifiques et technologiques pour y arriver, ainsi que la vraie collaboration avec des plus gros joueurs, des bailleurs de fonds, et aussi des acteurs industriels et autres, qui, dans le fond, on parle beaucoup de consommer local, mais qui sont les premiers et les premières à pouvoir consommer local en donnant des mandats locaux à des startups, à des chercheurs, à des entrepreneurs, mais aussi trouver l'équilibre entre la connexion à l'international. Et je pense que la Covid nous l'a vraiment montré. Et ça, c'est justement se trouver cet équilibre-là, puis idéalement aussi l'équilibre personnel. And it's a kind of like j'ai eu un petit pincement au cœur quand j'ai vu que on n'a pas fait de Techno cette année, on n'a pas vu de Startup Community Award, on n'a pas fait de Startup Open House, on n'a pas fait de Startup Open House After Party. Il y a beaucoup de choses qu'on n'a pas fait nous, que j'aurais aimé voir dans notre communauté. Et je pense que c'est une réalisation. La Covid est juste une excuse de ne pas l'avoir fait. Donc c'est une réalisation et il va falloir qu'on s'assoie autour de la table et voir comment créer des choses pour aussi la santé mentale de nos entrepreneurs, la santé mentale de nos innovateurs, etc. Parce que ce sont des petites célébrations, on a besoin de célébrer, pas juste travailler. Donc, c'est cet équilibre-là, personnel-professionnel. Pour moi, ça va être l'année de l'équilibre. L'année qui vient de passer, c'était vraiment l'année de la conversion, et je sais que je fais chier Alejandro avec ça, mais convergence et conversion. Je trouve que l'année prochaine va vraiment être autour de l'équilibre, le respect et la vraie collaboration, mais dans les vraies valeurs collaboratives. Mais un retour aussi aux sources de Montréal NewTech autour de la technologie, la science, et garder notre focus sur la communauté comme ce que on a fait. Écoutez, je sais que on veut passer à un petit jeu entre nous tous et toutes. Donc je vais pas tarder longtemps. Je vais juste vous faire en 30 secondes. I apologize, Denis, and then I'll stop that. But just a little 30 seconds sharing my screen actually around what Simon had highlighted. Like we had like the first days actually. I think the first one was the Creative Collision on Artificial Intelligence and Life Science in January 23rd. We had a wonderful hosting and collaboration with District 3 that worked their asses off. And very, very happy actually to wrap up this year talking also about their BioHub that has launched and the collaboration we're doing. And I wish Andy was here. So a lot of love, Andy, for your hard work at District 3 as well. But this is really the epitome of what we can do as a community, both with Montreal in Vivo, District 3, Health Innovation Initiative, and many others, of course, with the support of MEI, Cooperato, and others. Here we have our lovely Farah here and some amazing entrepreneurs that actually went on to win a bunch of prizes. But that showed the collaboration and the physical one at District 3 at the beginning of the year. We had then the connecting intelligence, Black in AI, between Africa and Canada, actually. It's good to look back because even Alejandro got it wrong when he talked about connecting intelligence and life science, where it was the creative collision. Next time we'll explain the difference for the one who haven't been following us enough. But we had the chance to work with some amazing people, notamment l'équipe de Black en Tech pour produire cette activité-là, with people from both Canada and some countries in Africa. Then we had the last event, the physical one, that was Creative Collision and Robotics, IoT, AI with Sienna, Santec, of course, great work with Santec, Reds, and many others. So huge work there. You can read on the right all the participants. It was pretty cool. Last moment where we touched everyone physically, oh my God. I would never say that in another type of setting. That would be too weird. And then, of course, we had the Together versus Virus. And quickly enough, we realized, and we were lucky that we had played with online events back last year. So we used the platforms to connect internationally. We had 500 people here with Connecting Intelligence. And as Alejandro said, with people from Japan and Asia, throughout Canada, and as you can see. Same goes with the Creative Collision, with more than 900 people on the relaunch on certain verticals. That's where we actually dive deeper with Cooperaton to actually reach to launching the Cooperaton there. And right before, with Out of the Bubble that Simran just highlighted, for the students to really get them out of the bubble and make them work better and explore better what can be done with all the science, technology, and how to bring it to life. And of course, we worked our asses off in partnership with Desjardins and Cooperaton to get and also on the Cooperaton Global with more than 1,500 people and variety of some, and I'm not sure I covered everything, but it's just kind of a good reminder to go through them. So I'm sure
I know if we were going to cover everything, we would never wrap up the show.
Okay, so I'm done here. I just on my end, I would like to thank you before playing that game. I know that Simran loves that game. But before that, I just would like to thank you because everyone, part of the Montreal NewTech community, all the volunteers, the people who are being compensated, I do know that you're not being compensated at the level that you should be. I know that you deserve much more, and I really hope that we will be able to create a fair structure and a more sustainable one for Montreal NewTech so that we can both have the impact we want, as well as sustain quality of life for all the members of the core team, and hopefully keep our mental health both for our ecosystem and ourselves, and develop better and more impact and leveraging really technology and science for everyone to, at the end of the day, it's about feeling good and having a purpose and actually achieving it. So I hope that you had a great journey as well throughout this difficult year with all the adaptation. Personally, balancing with Desjardins and the leadership with Alejandro as well. Thank you very much for your multiple hats, and Simran and Gwen, Denise, and everyone who's not here, Andy, as well as Cici who lead that, as well as everyone who was on Jasmine and everyone who was on the video as well. You did a huge difference in our ecosystem. You did a huge difference for Montreal NewTech, and I hope that you also did a big difference for your lives as well. We wouldn't be where we are without you, and very excited for the year to come because there is a lot of work to be done. Few things that we forgot, and many things that we tried and we will double down on, but always in the spirit of generosity, collaboration, and community first attitude. So thank you very much. And happy holidays, I forgot that part. And let's play. Merci, Denis. You will never give me the reins of the show again.
No,
I know.
You're banned. No. That's it.
It's fine. I think it's kind of important to remember, even for ourselves, what we actually were able to achieve this year. Because on oublie avec toute la effervescence and everything that goes on. And I know that Alejandro did a lot of work also with Mexico, with the AMT recently, the Table des Labs, the private collaboration between startups and larger players. now everything is coming back, and I'm like, okay, shh, yes.
We won't finish. There's plenty.
Well, we should do that on a blog post or something, so that we actually know what has happened in this year. Because I actually don't know what Montreal NewTech did, especially as you're taking more leadership, and you and Simran and Denis and everyone. And I'm really glad to see you taking more leadership on that, because it's a journey that is just that keeps just getting started. Anyway, je m'arrête là. Mute.
Okay, guys, let's do it. So up next, we were gonna do a little bit of a round of a very popular game called Among Us. I'm sure a lot of you who are watching are familiar with this. Maybe some of you aren't. The game is all about deception, lying, and kind of backstabbing each other, because over the course of the year and this podcast, we've definitely built up some pent-up rage against each other. So it's the right time to let that out a little bit and kill each other aboard a spaceship. So for those of you in our audience who want to join us, you're welcome to. We have a couple of spots open. So the code is, we posted in the social media there, but you can also get it here. So HBPDDF. So Gwen, Ilias, Alejandro disappeared, but he's about to come back. So join us in the game using the code. And
Force backstabbing, lying, murdering. I was like, where's the code?
Wow. Okay, I'm joining. I will quit here, and I join directly on the game.
Perfect.
It was really nice to see you all, and thank you so much for 2020. But if it was difficult, thank you all for that.
You too, Gwen. See you in the game. Ilias, your mic is off.
Well, you're the one who told me to shut up, so I shut up. I listen to you. My mom always told me I have to listen to people who are smarter than me, so it's fine. Yeah, so where do I just go on App Store and I download Among Us? How do you write Among Us? It's written here. AMONG. It's kind of like OMG, but like, oh. Look, Among Us.
Let's use the code down here, HBPDDF. Okay. Oh, Alejandro's here.
I'm there.
Good to see you. Valentin, if you're watching out there somewhere, join us in the game too. Maybe your Wi-Fi will be good enough for that.
Yeah. Ok, j'arrive. Moi, je suis vraiment mauvais à ce jeu, donc je vais faire juste une partie. Puis,
Alejandro, if you want to change your look, just walk over to the little laptop there and hit the customize button. You can change the way you look.
Oh, cool.
AI for Good hackathon game, Imran?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Hackathon you organized with McGill and Google and everyone.
It's the same.
Wow, okay,
yeah, where you acted like you didn't know how to play, but you killed everyone. Remember, Ilias?
No, I know.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty part of I have very bad memory, so I'm very fine with that. As long as I remember
it. Who's God here? We've got somebody from the audience.
Maybe Gwen.
Is Gwen God?
All right, so there's 5 of us. We can't start, but we do have 2 imposters that are going to be playing with us. Oh, okay, it's Gwen. Wonderful.
No, if we have 5 people, it will just automatically change it to 1 imposter.
Oh, will it? Oh, okay. Although she just disappeared, so let's give her a second. I think she'll come right back, and then we can kick it off and play around.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
It's been a long time that I haven't played video games.
Maybe let's wait for 1 more minute if someone wants to join.
Yeah, so is everyone familiar with the rules of the game and how to play it?
No.
No? Okay, so first of all, the most important thing is don't cheat and don't look at my screen. Because if I am the imposter, you will know, and that will kind of ruin the whole game.
Okay.
So switch to another tab, and it should be good. And then what you need to do is, if you're the imposter, your goal is to kill the other players. So you'll see when you walk up to them, you'll see a little thing pop up that says kill. You obviously don't want to do this in front of other people because you have a little timer that you can only kill so often. And if you're not the imposter, your whole... Oh, no. Okay.
Why?
It timed out on us.
Okay, new.
Hey, by the way, avait Carole Johnson aussi qui avait posé la question sur how do you join the community. Like Denis or Alejandro, when we finish, can you send like I'm just like reading the comments now. I apologize.
I need the code again.
Yeah.
About to post it here.
Okay, like we do it again. Where is
FCF?
Oh my God, it's Matt. Oh my God, Matt, so happy to see you. Matthew. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for joining. Good to see you, Matt. Can we send him a link? How does that work?
Yeah, all he has to do is use the code there.
The server here.
Hey, hello, Matt.
Your software doesn't work. Matt, I have to, I need something for, actually, when we go back, and hopefully it will work out well, we will do bid bil khaleh, which is the Moroccan bacon part. I still have it in my mind, so. Okay, so can he join and like without having the server that kicks us out?
Yeah, just timed out, so we have to get in it a little bit quicker. So there's the new code down there, FRAFCF. So everybody plug that in, and we can get going right away this time. So we're still missing you, Ilyas. Gwen is here. Matthew, if you want to join us as well, there's the code. We'd love to have you join.
So who's God?
That's
I think it's
Gwen.
Matt, are you God?
No, that's Gwen.
So God is female.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see if Matt can join again. That would be wonderful.
That would be great to have many
Maybe
more from the audience.
Close the game again and start the game to add the code.
What do you mean, Simon?
Normally sometimes the server kicks us out. So if you just close the game and start the game again. So
I think it was just because we waited a bit too long.
Oh, okay, the inactivity one.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as Ilyas joins in, we can get going. And if Matthew, you're able to join quickly. What's that?
So Matt is not. You're not allowing Matt to join. I find you very discriminatory. We're like a very inclusive community. Honestly,
you know me.
I'm very, very disappointed. So, you know, like actually one of the key aspects that made me very proud that I forgot to say is that like out of the bubble had 70% female leaders on the table, in the round tables during the gathering, and that was wonderful. And yeah, so without saying, like diversity and inclusion really runs in the blood of, or we try at least like to abide by this. Even though we had some challenges sometimes, we had some challenges where Alejandro hated me because I told him on the eve of the event that if we didn't have a balance, I will not show up at the event. And it created a bit of friction with the team.
Okay, change the tabs.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, how does that work now?
So you have to go around and complete your tasks that you see on the top left corner of your screen there. You'll have arrows that will lead you towards the things you have to do.
Yeah, imposter have to kill, but will have to act as if they are not imposter. And we are not allowed to. Yeah, and we are not allowed to talk in the game, by the way. So don't tell who killed you or what happened. We can only talk if there's an emergency meeting or a meeting.
Can I say I was killed?
No.
No.
Okay.
Somebody has to discover your body first.
Oh my God.
Okay,
oh no, Alejandro got killed.
Where was the body?
It was right by the cafeteria.
Oh, shoot.
I think it's Gwen.
Hey, man, my screen shows this.
I sus Gwen.
Who was acting Shafty? I don't know. Both Gwen and Simran were on the left side of the screen there. I'm not too sure. I don't really have any concrete evidence on anyone here.
Is sus meaning suspect?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm like, I feel like I'm chatting. You know, like if you click on the chat button, you can chat. There is a chat button. I feel like I'm so dumb, like, you know, like Montreal NewTech, and you're like, how does that work? I don't know.
I think I'm pretty sure it's Gwen. Trust me, guys, it's Gwen.
Yeah, okay. If it's not Gwen, my next vote is you then. I don't think Elias knows what he's doing, so...
Okay, we have to vote now.
All right, so Elias, you have a chance to vote now if you know who's... if you're suspicious of anyone and want to boot them out of the ship, effectively killing them.
So someone voted Dennis and someone voted Simran?
No. We just both voted. We don't know who we voted yet. So we are waiting for Gwen and your vote. You guys have to vote. Elias, vote Gwen.
I voted.
Maybe you voted yourself.
No. Why did you kill God? Dude! You killed God!
No!
You killed God? Really? That's how you killed the message?
Okay, change. Okay, taps.
Oh my God. This is horrible.
Simran did it.
It's not me. Okay, we can't talk right now. Do the work. Bye, guys.
Where are you living?
I'm not leaving anyway. Oh. Okay, back to screen.
Ilias, vote for Simran.
No, it's Elias.
Huh?
Vote for Simran.
No, it's Elias. Trust me. I'm not. Dennis, if you vote me, you will lose. It's not me. I swear it's not me.
Hold on.
Why are you so sure it's Gwen?
Because I thought it's Gwen. She was acting weird. She was going here and there.
Elias, what's your proof that it wasn't you?
Elias, where were you?
Huh?
Where were you?
Do the chat. Open the chat. Open the chat. Denis. Open the chat. Denis.
Yeah, it's open. What's up?
I think so too. It's Elias. It's not.
All right, Elias, make your vote.
Elias is gonna vote.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Hello.
Why'd you vote for yourself? You could have won.
I know. But I thought it's more fun to actually like change the rules. I think we're all about changing the rules and trying new stuff. So
this is not fun, Elias. You don't have to tell if you're an imposter.
No, the first time I said it was me, but you still voted for Gwen. So I said it twice that it was me. And this time, I wouldn't have voted for me. I would have made you that.
Yeah.
See? I'm just trying to be consistent with you. See? I'm trying to be like that.
Okay. Are we playing another round? Or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
we can play another round. And I have to go have lunch.
Yeah.
And then we're still live. Oh, we're still live. Okay.
If someone wants to join... if someone wants to join...
Okay, guys, how, ladies and gentlemen, stop saying guys. See, this is the thing.
Fox.
You turn your kind of like stereotypes and crystallize by reminding yourself when you do something that is off. So let's stop using guys. How can we get this Facebook user to join?
All they need to do is open up their Among Us.
Ouais, mais le jeu, if we say like Among Us.
Yeah, just open up the game and then type in that code like the same way we do. FRA FCF. They can play along with us.
Yeah, I think they couldn't join because we started the game last round. So now they can join.
Au pire, we can continue. Là, moi, I'm not like a huge fan of those games. I like it. I think we should have played. You know what, Denis? I know, like you may. I'm just talking. We're just talking here, so it's all casual. You know, we did this about like kind of like the Montreal NewTech talking to the community or like reminiscing of Montreal NewTech stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in a fun way, you know, like one of those reminders. And I think we did kind of like deserve to remember that. If you go on the group chat Écosystème de Soutien, I had shared a little chat on like something that was pretty cool that has happened. I don't have the pictures, but like it was a huge event at Thunder, and we had about like 200 people or something like that. And what we did, what we had done, let me just share my screen for like 2 minutes. Sorry, I apologize. But you know, we had like communities coming and sharing with us, and we had oh, Denis, you're not part of the group. Anyway, so we had the communities coming, and I don't know how. Oh, okay. Sorry. So we had the communities coming at the event, and we had them answer these questions, and kind of like sharing that with others, like during the live. Maybe it would be interesting to do a call, or like for the people that our lovely Andy did in the newsletter about like the feedback or the form of the feedback. We see with the people who fill that feedback form, and maybe on December 31st, or the committee leaders or something like that, they can come and share a bit like what we did, but having like a 2 or 3 minutes. What we had done is like really we did. We had like 4 startups, and then for 20 minutes we had like 6 communities coming, as you can see. It was pretty cool. Maybe we could try. I'm not saying like we will do it. It's just like a chat, but maybe we could try. I don't know what you think, Denis. Maybe we can talk afterwards, or like pre-record.
Yeah,
we can talk.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
absolutely.
You already hate me for like taking 20 minutes more than one. I'll try not to make you hate me for bringing ideas during the webcast on another webcast.
Okay, change the tabs. Change the tabs.
What's change the tabs? Huh?
Don't look at the screen right now because you can see if someone got killed.
No, I can't.
We actually had a great idea with Andy as well. It would be amazing to challenge some of our community partners to a game of Among Us. So, for example, District 3 or, you know, yeah, exactly. Get them involved and play along with them.
Ouais. Ben, en fait, moi, ce que je trouverais vraiment cool perso là, mais ça me concerne juste moi. I would love to have like community leaders or like people within like their community managers or something like that. Just talk around what they have achieved, their challenges and stuff like that. And maybe if there is a big call to action and souhait pour la communauté. We can do like, you know, like a bit like the video you asked for the team and that I didn't do, and I apologize. Hey, Alejandro, I feel like Alejandro is the killer. But like the video, maybe we can create a simpler way to just like email some community leaders and tell them if they can do a little video like this. Maybe like a recap of the year for them, some highlights or something like that. I don't know. Bon, c'est pas Gwen, parce que Gwen était avec moi, donc moi j'étais avec Gwen. I was with Gwen, so it's not me and it's not Gwen, I promise you. So, oh, we have Iber. Who's Iber? I love Iber.
Who was Iber? Because he's not there any longer.
I think they got killed. Yeah, Dennis and Iber got killed.
So there are 2 killed at the same time?
Yeah, 2 people.
How'd that happen?
So it's playing with an elite assassin?
Okay, God is telling us.
Okay. Dennis is dead, so that means we can't see the ghost chat. Dennis, don't show the chat because you're a ghost.
Oh no, I was with Gwen. Oh, maybe. How did that?
No, I think it's Simran.
No, I think it's Alejandro. Because I was in O2 with Ilias and Dennis, and then I went there from Asteroids.
I was far and I was not around. I saw no one. I didn't see anyone.
No, I'm not sure right now.
Elite Assassin Among Us.
Okay, if Simran saw Elias and the others, so I think it was Simran.
I think it's
So Alejandro is too casual about that. I feel like Alejandro is.
Yeah.
He's like very nicely.
I'm
He's
voting
like,
Alejandro.
I feel that Alejandro is a very casual.
How do I vote?
Alejandro, look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. I want to see
in the camera, you mean?
Yeah.
Elias, voting is ending in 20 seconds. Guys, vote. Elias and Alejandro.
So I apologize. I love you, Alejandro. You're someone I care about.
Dennis, don't show the chat.
That's okay. We won't have anything incriminating there.
So God has voted. This time, let's not kill God.
Alejandro, vote. 5 seconds.
Yes,
Four,
I'm trying to understand how to do it.
Too late.
Congratulations.
And you're dead.
Who's dead? Me?
You.
Oh, they killed me again.
And he was not
Change
the
of
good ones.
Okay. Change of tabs.
So it's Simran.
It's not me.
I love how like Simran is saying, "It's not me" in a very nice way. I don't believe you.
It's not me.
No.
So Elias kill everyone that looks nice, like talks nice and they're nice.
Yeah, I think I'm really Simran was the killer.
Simran.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you when you were a child?
I was hesitating between Simran and Alejandro. And I knew that chances were Alejandro, you had to defend yourself a bit. But like you were too like
I'm dead. I'm a ghost. I cannot defend myself.
Yeah.
Like, indeed, you're not listening to me. You're just like, in the back of your mind, the other person,
Well, lovely people, I have to go grab food, unfortunately. So I'm going to have lunch. But thank you so much again. You can keep playing if you want. At least this time, we know that like you don't have to believe in a book by its cover. So Simran looks like all nice and stuff. She was like, it's not me. But it's okay. Yeah. No,
You have to ask me questions.
No, mais je pense qu'une bonne qualité. Like, you are kind of like, it's like they like under promise, over deliver. So people don't, like this, like that. This is like this nice cute girl, but Matt, you were
Iber was Matt.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
So Matt finally joined us.
Okay, so let's play a last game. Let's play a last game, and then we can.
Okay, and then, I gotta restart it then.
And I would like to just like wish everyone happy holidays. Oh, hello, Iber.
Hello, Iber. Okay, let's play it again.
So now we need to know the story behind Iber.
Same code?
We have to
no, it's gonna be a different code. I quit the game.
Happy to have you with us.
So the code is DJQSGF.
Sneaky.
Oh, because it's a paid version. I don't have these many hats. Dennis, you can also have a pet. Oh, you can't?
No, I don't have because I think those are paid now. You have to pay extra for those.
Yeah, that's why I don't get anything.
No, you can have a hat, Alejandro.
Like,
the free
how do I
version
get it?
So go near the computer where I am right now. Come near the computer where we are right now. Me and Dennis.
Oh, okay, there.
Now you can see an option of customize on the side or use basically.
Okay, I see.
Now you can choose a hat. And you can change the color.
I don't like hats.
We are missing on Matthew, Gwen, and Ilias.
So how many are we now?
We are 3 right now.
3.
Okay, so it's
There's Matt.
There is
GQSJF. Hello, Matt. Next time we should get Matt on the webcast as well. Like, by the way, like we do something really cool with Matt around VC days for startups, where he takes the time to showcase startups with like some high-profile VCs to get actual feedback. It's not like a demo pitching bullshit. Not bullshit. Sorry, I apologize. But like it's not just a demo thing, but actually to get proper feedback on them, on their presentation, on their business models, and tie relationship. It's all about the relationship. So that's pretty cool. And we'll do hopefully another one next year.
Dennis,
okay, are we ready? I love the Alejandro the Ninja.
Let's give it another second. Gwen might join us. And if she doesn't join us in a minute here, we can get going. But how good is this game for, if you're a venture capitalist or something, you're looking for a company to invest in, I think this is a great way to vet any future investments. You get them on Among Us, you play around a little bit, and then you see, how well do they lie?
Well, Valentine is not in the game. I wanted to kill Valentine.
It's completely out.
Simran, what were you writing there? Jeez, that's aggressive.
Oh, I was writing thanks. With X. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Let's start this thing.
Okay. Change of tabs. Change of tabs.
Like now, people who we work with will be like, is that like what Montreal NewTech does? Like, you just hang out and play Among Us?
Of course.
Ilias, follow the rules. No talk.
Come on, son, no talk. No, I cannot not talk. I like what's the whole point of playing? Not to share.
Not fair.
Why? Hey, Simran, what's up? Why should we not talk? Well, like Mathieu, unfortunately, is by himself, behind, not in front of the screen, as well as God. So Gwen and
Gwen is not in the game.
Ah, okay. So who's killing whom? Il y a des missions en principe, like the air.
Hello, Matt.
I don't know about you guys, but of these mini games, the wire one is the one that drives me nuts.
For me,
you have to get it right on.
For me, it's start of reactor.
Who's killed?
Who was that? I saw 2 people run out of there. Matt and Ilias. Both of you were there.
I think it was Elias. Because Simran is a nice person, and so she hates nice people.
I think she had some beef with, or Ilias had some beef with her, so he decided to kill her, didn't he?
I think it's Simran.
Simran's dead.
It was a suicide.
I think it's Simran.
I am dead.
No, I think it's Simran. I vote Simran.
She's simulating her death.
You can't vote me.
I think it's Simran. I would vote for Simran. I think. That's too easy. And what about Matt? It's not because he's not here to defend himself that he cannot.
No, he can defend himself on the chat. He defended. He said he was in operation.
Can you send him a link for him to join here on the screen?
All right, I'm calling it. My vote is in, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
who are you voting for?
Alejandro, vote.
I'm trying to vote.
Oh, I left the game.
Well, you were killed. Did you?
No, it got inactive. It's okay.
So we are only 3 right now?
No, I was already dead. So
she was dead anyways, yeah. What happens to your tasks? Do you know? I guess it just either redistributes or cancels them out?
No. I can still do the task, but rest of the task also gets
I honestly think that Simran did harakiri. I think he was like, I have too much honor.
Ha ha ha. What?
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. One imposter remains.
No one voted.
Imposters there are.
Change of tabs. Don't see the screen.
I think it's Denis without he's like his nice face and stuff. Like now from now on,
nice
I look
mustache.
Yeah. He's like all nice and stuff. I know Denis, especially with your little mustache. Like you have like such a nice mustache. Like it's
Russian mustache.
You know. But like, you know, you bring so much joy to so many people.
Oh no, Elias is there. He wants to kill me.
Nobody voted. Why did nobody vote?
I love you, Matthew. Sorry, I had to do it. Sorry, I apologize, everyone. Matthew, lot of love. It was made with a lot of care and love, and in the spirit of
the spirit of community.
Yeah, in the spirit of community
and generosity.
I apologize. I couldn't have done that, but you know, I will pay it back. We will do our little get together brunch with Burak and Bacon, or we'll find a way around the drink, hopefully, with all this vaccine stuff. Super happy to have you. Yeah, sacrificing. Exactly. That's what we're going to do. There you go, Aid Al Kabir. But it was a pleasure. Like such a nice surprise, Matt. Thank you very, very much for being with us to close this year. And for the people who don't know, like Matt is helping me and helping Montreal NewTech from the backstage. So thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it. It was an awesome little gathering here. We had a good time.
Thank you, everybody. I love this spirit, this newness thing of playing the game, and I would really love to see us challenging other communities and other players and see how it goes.
Absolutely, and I think like we can, you know, like one of the things that I love saying is you can still achieve greatness and while having fun at it. And thanks, Matt. Have a good lunch as well. And yeah, at it, not taking yourself too much seriously. I think that's how you achieve the best things. So thanks for having this kind of like uplifting aspect to both the Montreal NewTech team as well as the community itself. That's awesome. Yeah. I feel like we are going to talk again. I know we have 2 meetings over the holiday. But have a wonderful weekend. Rest a bit. Simran, good luck for your exams. And thanks so much for taking the time. You have 2 exams left. Denis, thanks for making everything happen, and sorry for fucking up with your timing, but I think sometimes you have to leave the time for it. Alejandro, también.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays, everyone.
Ciao, bye.
Ciao.